So Undercover, which you have to say like that, So Undercover, because it's so Miley Cyrus. She's a pappy photographer who makes a living snapping people being love cheats, I think is the tabloid word for it, so people cheating in love. She is sent by the FBI to go undercover in a sorority, college sorority house, where she must befriend a roommate who's tied up with badness and wickedness and is in some danger. Whiffly plot stuff. So she's a tough cookie, but she has to go undercover and pretend to be a somewhat airheaded sorority girl. So essentially it's Miss Congeniality meets Back to School, starring Miley Cyrus. Here's a clip.
You like it?
Is this a Triumph?
1972, story myself.
Bonneville engine?
Yeah.
That's right.
Nicholas.
Brooke.
Nice to meet you. You don't go to school here, do you?
Of course I do. Why would you think that I don't? I'm in my late teens, I'm walking on campus, I got a pretentious name and a sparkly cell phone.
I don't know. Not many girls here would know this bike's a Triumph.
Really? Oh. Well, I just think it's amazeballs.
So
amazeballs
that's
actually
it.
used
There we go.
properly by a young person.
There it was, but also used in the context of somebody who doesn't know how to use it but is using it. So the number of things about this. Firstly, I need to say that I do not have an aversion to Miley Cyrus films. I mean, I think that some of them have been absolutely fine. I quite had a bit of a soft spot for the last song, and I thought Best of Both Worlds was a better concert 3D movie than U2 3D because it was fun and happy and jolly.
And it also fits your prearranged prejudice. Also.
My prearranged prejudice.
Yes.
Which is what?
Which is to hate all things U2. So clearly you're going to prefer any concert.
Yes, at least there was no moment in Best of Both Worlds in which Miley Cyrus got down on the stage and built a bonfire for some symbolic reason that I don't fully understand. The problem with this is that it doesn't look like anybody is having half as much of a good time as they ought to be having. Firstly, in terms of that clip, the whole thing is, she's pretending to be the head, and then she meets this guy and he's got a Triumph motorbike, right? And then she sort of slips because she goes, "Oh, is it a Triumph?" And he goes, "Wow, how would you know that?" She'd know it because it's written on the side of the bike, Triumph. He says, "Oh, most girls wouldn't know." They go, "No, but most of them can read, for heaven's sake." So that is the problem. Second thing is, you think like it's the Miley Cyrus thing, which she's going to, she's got the action and the adventure and all that sort of stuff, but she just looks like she's marking time. So the problem is not that it's a Miley Cyrus film and therefore, it can't be any good, because there are Miley Cyrus films that are perfectly fine, at least for their target demographic. The problem is that it's not a very good Miley Cyrus film. And it also looks like a Miley Cyrus film in which Miley Cyrus herself is not having half as much of a good time as she ought to be having. And if she's not, what are the rest of us going to do? So rather disappointing, I have to say.
Well, the target demographic is clear.
Yes,
from the
and
way from the fact they say amazeballs.
Yeah.
From the way you're announcing the title.
So
is it going to move outside of its
No,
target
that's what
audience?
I'm saying. I'm saying not only is it not going to move outside its target audience, I don't think it's even going to satisfy its target audience. I mean, it's way sub Mean Girls, and it's not Best Evs, and it's not Dead Amaze or Totes Emosh, which is a problem.
Any emotions?
No, actually, it's dead not emosh. It's dead unemosh.
There must be a better expression.
And
someone
not
tell us.
Amaze and no jokes. No, not. And I'm not even joking. It's so not great.